Do you ever notice how your body feels fine during a big weekend, but a few days later suddenly tightens up?
The event is over, you are back at work, life feels normal again.
And yet your neck feels stiff, your low back feels grumpy, your hips feel tight, your shoulders feel switched on for no clear reason? That lingering soreness isn't bad luck.
And it is not just getting older, it is your body catching up. February in Sydney is full of big weekends. Mardi Gras, festivals, concerts, weddings, long brunches that turn into late nights.
Standing, dancing, walking, sitting on hard chairs, sleeping less than usual. Most people expect to feel sore the next morning. What surprises them is when that discomfort hangs around for days, sometimes weeks.
We see this pattern every year in the clinic. Right after busy weekends, bookings spike, not because people were injured, but because their bodies never fully reset after the load.
Let's break down the most common pain patterns after events and big weekends, and why they tend to linger. Point 1, long weekends stack multiple stressors at once.
Big weekends are not just one thing. They are a mix of more standing and walking, different footwear, long periods on your feet, alcohol and dehydration, less sleep, more sitting on stools, grass, or benches, less movement the next day.
Each one on their own is quite manageable, but stacked together, they create a bigger recovery demand than most people expect. The body doesn't process them as separately. It feels the total load.
Point 2, delayed soreness is common. A lot of post-event pain isn't just immediate. Muscles and joints often tighten gradually over 24-72 hours. Why, Trent?
Because tissues respond to unfamiliar or sustained load by increasing tone. It's a protective response, not damage. That's why people say, I was fine on Sunday, but Monday and Tuesday were rough. That delay is normal. It's not a sign of, did I do something wrong?
Point 3, certain areas take the hit more than others. There are clear patterns we see after big weekends. Neck and shoulders stiffness from standing, phones, and postural fatigue. Lower back pain from long periods of standing or sitting without support. Hips and glutes feeling tired from walking, dancing on uneven surfaces. Sore calves and feet from hours in shoes that are not made for it.
These areas don't flare up randomly. They're doing extra work when the body's tired. Point 4, recovery gets delayed, not denied. Here's the key part most people miss. Pain lingers not because the body can't recover, but because recovery never really started.
Having a busy weekend straight into a full work week. Back to sitting, back to stress, back to screen. The body stays in go mode without a chance to downshift. Tension hangs around longer than it needs to.
We've learnt this lesson personally. Early on, we used to treat big weekends like isolated events. Have fun, push through, back to normal on Monday.
But over time, we noticed the same thing our patients experience. The soreness didn't come from the weekend itself. It came from pretending the body didn't need recovery afterwards. In the clinic, the same story shows up again and again.
People aren't fragile. They're just under recovering. Once people understand that, the pain feels less confusing and a lot less scary.
So here are a few simple things to keep in mind after big weekends. First, plan your recovery like you plan the event. Even light recovery is still recovery.
Second, move gently the day after. Walk, mobility, easy movement. Doing nothing often makes it worse.
Third, hydrate it and sleep when you can. They matter more than stretching sometimes.
Fourth, don't ignore that early tension. A little awareness early can stop things from lingering.
And finally, zoom out. One sore weekend isn't a problem. Repeated weekends without recovery is where the patterns form.
For some people, awareness and small changes are enough. For others, it helps to have a check-in after busy periods.
In our clinic, we often see people who feel off after events. Not injury, just tired, stiff, or out of rhythm.
Chiropractic care and remedial massage can help support recovery, improve movement, and reset tension patterns before life gets busy.
Not as a rescue, just as a support for an active lifestyle.
If pain lingers after a big weekend, pause before overthinking it. Ask yourself, did I give my body a chance to recover?
Most of the time, that question changes the whole picture. Move proud.
Recover loud. Your body's not broken, it's just asking for balance.
And we see you in the next video. Have fun.